Can I change your name? Rippersnapper sounds so brutal. I like a name more like Sharkhead or Sharky Poo or something like that. What do you think? So, yes? Hi everyone, this is Triple T, and today I'm taking a look at the next component of Odin from Unique Toys, O-02 Alberish, or Rippersnapper as I call him. And let's look at the box. I know we did that in the unboxing, but it looks so good. And you have Rippersnapper, something else, and the alt mode with some stickers on, and some alt mode again, Alberish. Sounds very German, I think. And this is all the product shots you need to sell this bot, and it looks so good. I do like this so much in all modes. You get a second puzzle piece, and it's quite big, but it looks good. So yeah. You get a collector's card. Fairly nice. And he's quite weak for some reason. I didn't know he was. And you get the instructions, and I usually don't like Unique Toys instructions, but this was very good. I could follow every step. I mean, this transformation is so easy, you can just do it without looking. And of course, he comes with a hand of Odin, and it's a very nice looking hand with a bit on the chug scaly feel of it, but so is the whole combiner, I think. But not really chug scale, but you know what I mean. You can bend the finger on one joint, and you have them on ball joints, so you can actually splay the fingers out. Nice hand, and it looks really nicely detailed on the outside as well. And he comes with two little guns here. I'm gonna hold them like that, so I may be able to trick my camera to actually focus on them. You have some nice detailing here. They look very good, and they have a fin on each side, and you can of course tab them in everywhere. No real plot problem there. And yes, we have no bananas. This is Rippersnapper himself, and this is a very old mold. I think it's 10 or 11 years old. And it does show its age, but still it looks severely good. I mean, look at all the detailing, and we will go through everything in due time. But let's start with that head. Nice yellow face there with red eyes and some gunmetal grey on the forehead. And you have some nice illustrations here. Yes, I put that there, and I know it's over the edge. I like it. And very nicely detailed chest here with some purple, and you have some purple on the shoulder as well, and purple over here, some silvery pieces, and the waist is just epic, black and purple, and it looks really, really nice. Now, where this bot really shines is the legs. I mean, look at the detailing. You have some yellow plated things here, gunmetal grey, purple. The inside of the leg is detailed very, very nicely, and so is the outside of the leg as well. I do like these spaces. Yes, I know I'm a sucker for gunmetal grey, but still, it looks very good. And these stripes, oh my lord, they look so good. And the legs even look good from the back. I mean, look at them. I'm not really friend of these little heel spurs, because when he leans back, they just fold up. They are fairly stiff, but they are only on a peg, so you can't stiffen those up if you need to. He has a big shark monster on his back, and I think it's fairly okay. I don't really care that it's a big shark-looking thing here. I think it looks good. Very, very good. And for articulation, I'm going to fold this back just so I can get to the head. And if you remember, I said in my unboxing that this broke, so I had to glue that on, and I had to disassemble the head to do so, but now it works just fine, and you can twirl it around. You can look a bit down and a bit up, not too much. But you can, of course, fold this as well if you want to. It looks a bit ugly that it's on top of the combiner port, but, well, you get used to it. The arms go out to there, all the way around. You have a bicep swivel, you have double jointed elbow, which gives you the full range, and the hands are fairly stiff, so you can't really do anything with them, but they are nicely molded. I mean, it's 10 years old, this mold, so I'm not surprised, and I don't really care because, well, frankly, I'm not going to have him in robot mode. You have a little waist swivel, and you have very agile legs. Come from there, back to there, out to there, and you have a thigh swivel, 90-degree bend at the knee, and the toes go down, the little heel spur go up and down, and you can tilt his feet to breakage levels, which is really, really nice. Not that he breaks, but he doesn't. And I do like the quality of these unique toys. They are of this, little older, harder plastic. Not brittle plastic, very, very sturdy, but still. So it does hurt my poor, sensitive fingers a bit. You can, of course, bring in his guns. And as my memory tells me, you could plug them on here, but you can't, so I don't know where I got that. But of course, you can make him hold them like that. And he looks like just dandy. You can put them over here as well, but that's more for alt mode, and we will show that off when we get to alt mode. Now for comparison, here he is with his friend Blot. I don't know if they are friends, but they do fight side by side. And he is a leg bot and he's an arm bot, so they are on separate limbs, let's call it that. So they might know each other, I don't know. But they look good together. And I think Blot is a bit taller. Yes, he is. A bit taller. And here he is with Fans Toys Slingshot. And as you can see, Slingshot is almost double the size. So this is not a modern-sized masterpiece figure. That's why I call it more of a chug scale or small masterpiece. One comparison that I think people may want to see is Rippersnapper with Power of the Primes, or maybe Combiner Wars, I don't remember. I think it's Power of the Primes, Rippersnapper. And of course this is a mainline toy, and this is a more masterpiece-esque, so it's not really fair to compare, but still, they are so cute together. And yes, he has a bigger backpack, but he also looks so much better. So it's a no-brainer for me. But he's so cute. Very, very, very cute. Now we're going to transform him, and we're going to transform him into combine mode first, and then we're going into monster mode, and the mode where he really, really shines. Yeah. So I tend to move that to the side just to get things out of the way, like that. What you want to do is untab these and hinge with this black piece still tabbed in to the knee, so you actually bend it the correct way, like that, and close that up. And you do the same thing on this side. Keep the black piece hinged out, and then close that back up, like so. And wait, before you actually tab anything in, you need to push these in, fold the feet down, and bring the hand in. You have ports here and tabs here, so just push one side in and just line, I just say just, but this time it actually worked. Line everything up and push it together. Yes, that looks so good. Okay. Fold the head back and in, like so. fold this piece down, and I'm not going to wrestle with this, but you, of course, fold that down as well. Bring that head back, and now we are supposed to transform these arms so they actually fit better on here. Something like that. You can fold this up, of course, if you want to. Just get everything out of the way. These are really, really stiff. Like that. Fold that up. Now, you are supposed to pull this apart. Like that. And this is the elbow for the combine mode. And it looks very, very tiny, and it's only on a peg, and it feels a bit rumbly, but that's the way you want to do that. And there you have him in arm mode. And it looks good. It looks like a chuggy, little, short and stubby arm. And the hand just matches in. And of course, you have some elbow bend there. You can, of course, rotate at the elbow as well. So it is fairly articulate. And you can still see the beautiful, beautiful detailing of the arm. You can, of course, have it like that if you want a slender arm. I don't really know what is correct. On the box, it says you're supposed to have it like this. So maybe this is the way to go. Then you get to see that more. I don't know. But let's get him into beast mode. So first, we take the hand off. I almost said foot for some reason. Tab that back in. You rotate this. And when you see that you have everything lined up, you press that in again. Like that. You bring the shoulders down. And they're going to tab in here. Like so. Out and about, fold them down, and tab them in, like so. Now fold these little knee pieces up, fold the feet down, knees up, feet down, and you can have them in several different configurations actually. It depends on what you want, but we will be posing him later on. Now, be careful, because we need to get the head back up, rotate it around, fold this chest piece up again, and of course hinge back the combiner port if you had it down. As you can see, there's a big space here that you need to compress. Before we do that, we're going to try to get this unfolded, like so. And thankfully there's a hinge here, so nothing breaks. I didn't know this was a hinge first, so I was fearing for the safety of this, but it is on a hinge and everything just works. Now we press this in, like so, and push the head down and articulate it a bit. You fold the front legs forward and hinge them down. And we come here and we push this down as far as we can. And I have to split the legs because it needs to tab in so it sits where it should and nowhere else. And these two tabs has to go onto the feet, like so. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have him in his beast mode. And he is a mighty beast, I might say. And yes, he can hold the pose. He doesn't fall onto his back legs or anything. Or tail, rather. Back legs, he's standing on his back legs. My brain just took a vacation. And you can hinge these knee pads up if you want to, or if you want them like claws. And let's go through the articulation proper, shall we? You can articulate the head a bit. You can open the mouth, which reveals some detailed silvery teeth. You have some really, really nice evil eyes there. And yes, I put a sticker there because I like it. And the arms go all the way around. You have an elbow joint, but nothing at the claws. You can rotate this around. You can do a 360 with it, but it crashes into this, but you can. Legs have the same articulation the arms have, of course. They can go out to the side. They can go all the way around on nice ratchets. You have a double hinged joint at the knee, arm, elbowy thing. And of course, you have two joints here. You can fold the foot back on that inner hinge and forward, and then you can angle the foot on the outer pin there. No real articulation on the tail, but I don't really think it needs any. It can actually hold a really menacingly nice pose, even though it's quite long. As you can see, the legs are really sturdy and holds him up really nice. So, really, really nice. You would think he would fall over, but he doesn't. And of course, you can arm him up. You take the guns and you tab them in, like so. And now I just pushed everything, so now he's going to fall. You can have one on each side. Don't push them in too far because they are impossible to get out. So be mindful of that. But there you have him armed up. I would have liked to be able to rotate his head back and forth. That would have been a preference of mine, but that's the only complaint I have with this at all. So I'm quite pleased with it. I'm going to save the family portrait for when I've got them all, so I will get back to you on that. But I should get hunger soon, I hope. Now for my conclusion. For being a 10-year-old bot, he really holds his ground. He's a bit overly detailed, like the times were back then, when all the masterpieces were really, really overly detailed and not cartoon accurate. And for being a bot of that age, I find him staggeringly good. The plastic quality is amazing. I did glue that back together, I know, but still, nothing else flakes or breaks or anything. So I'm really happy with him. I am an Abominus fan, so I'm going to be very pleased when Odin stands in front of me and I can show him to you in all his glory so you can see what I am talking about and why I love him so much. I'm going to give him a masterpiece score that reflects the time when he was released because I don't think it's fair to compare him to masterpieces today. So for a masterpiece score, I'm going to give him an 8. So it's a strong recommendation from me. If you're looking for Abominus, you cannot go wrong with this set. I don't really know how it will hold up as a combiner, but the different bots are just superb. So I hope everything will be really nice. But I guess that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care.